How many ears do you have? Two. How many ears do you need? That's a trickier question. Of course, boy or girl can hear with only one ear. Alice was born in Belgiris with hearing in only one ear. Alice was born a month early. He didn't weigh as much as the other babies. When he was 3 months old, Mother took him to the doctor for tests. During those tests, the doctor found that Alice could only hear with one ear. Mother was shocked. She worked with children who were deaf. She loved them just as much as children who could hear. She never imagined that her own child would not be able to hear with two ears. She thought that the doctor must have made a mistake because she was worried with children who couldn't hear. She also knew how to run hearing tests, so she ran hearing tests on little Elise. The tests showed that Elise really couldn't hear with both ears. But Mother still didn't want to believe it. She took Elise to a special hospital for children with hearing difficulties. The doctor ran his own tests. Mother watched the test on the monitor. She saw deep inside Alice's ears. One ear looked normal, and the other one did not. Mother saw that nothing could be done to help. She began to cry. The doctor, however, didn't want to see her in tears. "Why are you crying?" he said gruffly. "Your son can't hear with one ear. That's enough." Back at home, Mother cried and cried. Then she talked to God. "Why did you allow this to happen?" she said. After a while, she turned on some music on her phone. A beautiful hymn started playing. It was called "Near My God to Thee." Mother had heard the hymn many times since she was a little girl, but for the first time she understood that God really was near her. It felt good to know that God was near, but Mother still didn't want to believe that Alice would never hear with only one ear. She knew that Alice would never hear with one ear. Alice knew God could hear with both ears. She kept on talking to God. "Listen to me," she said. "You can do anything. If you gave life to my son with only one ear, you can heal him and give him life with two ears." 3 months passed, and Father had a birthday. Father didn't want a cake for his birthday. He didn't want any presents. He only wanted Alice to hear with both ears. "Our son will hear," he said to Mother. "God will do this as a gift for my birthday." He and Mother prayed and took Alice to the hospital for another hearing test. There was nowhere to sit while they waited. Mother carried Alice in her arms, and it felt so heavy. He weighed only 5.5 pounds, 2.5 kilograms, but to Mother he felt like 25 pounds, 10 kilograms. Finally, the doctor called them in. When he finished the test, he said, "Your son can hear perfectly with both ears." Mother couldn't believe her ears. She was so happy. "This is a miracle of God," she exclaimed. Indeed, it was a miracle. Mother had seen inside Alice's ears on the monitor 3 months earlier, but she'd seen that no doctor could help Alice. But Jesus Christ had healed her boy, and now he could hear with both ears. Father wept with joy at the news. He was so happy that God had given him such a wonderful gift on his birthday. Today, Alice is 6 years old and can hear perfectly well with both ears. He uses his ears to learn Bible verses, and he uses his ears to learn songs. He would like to use his ears to learn to become a doctor and to help other boys and girls. He knows that his hearing is a gift from God. Part of this quarter's 13th Sabbath offering will help open up a special center where you can learn about God and hear prayers in Belgiris, the country where Alice lives. Thank you for planning such a generous offering on June 29th.